Welcome to Coach Coin Collectibles. Today, we're counting down the top 4 rare USA 1-cent coins that continue to attract collectors across America. In this exciting episode, we'll explore a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny with a rusty condition, a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny in circulated condition, a 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny with a rusty appearance, and a 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny in a dirty condition. While these coins may show years of wear, rust, or circulation, they still carry fascinating history and can surprise collectors with their collectible appeal. Stay with us as we uncover the stories, key facts, and potential market values behind these classic American pennies. Let's start. The fascinating 1955 USA 1-cent coin in dirty circulated condition. At first glance, this old penny may appear to be just another worn copper coin, but many collectors know that even heavily used examples can attract attention because of their history, age, and the excitement surrounding vintage Lincoln cents. As interest in classic American coins continues to grow, many people are searching through old collections and pocket change, hoping to discover hidden treasures. Let's explore what makes the 1955 1-cent coin so interesting and why collectors continue to admire it today. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat cent was minted during a remarkable period in American history when the nation was experiencing rapid economic growth after World War II. Millions of these pennies entered circulation and became part of everyday life, passing through countless hands over several decades. Although most examples were used extensively, every coin tells a unique story through its wear, color, and condition. A dirty surface often reflects decades of circulation rather than damage, giving the coin an authentic vintage appearance that many collectors appreciate. On the front of the coin, you will find the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. The word Liberty appears on the left side, while the year, 1955, is displayed on the right. Above Lincoln's portrait is the national motto, "In God We Trust." Despite dirt and accumulated toning, these details often remain visible, allowing collectors to appreciate the beautiful design that has become one of the most recognizable coin portraits in American history. The reverse side proudly features 2 wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Across the top is the motto E Pluribus Unum. This classic wheat cent design symbolizes America's agricultural heritage and remained in use for decades before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Even when the coin has a dirty appearance, the wheat ears and lettering often retain enough detail to make the design both attractive and historically meaningful. Beyond its monetary purpose, the 1955 wheat cent represents an important chapter in American culture and history. It reminds collectors of a simpler era when pennies held greater purchasing power and cash transactions dominated everyday life. Many families passed these coins from one generation to another, making them sentimental keepsakes as well as collectible pieces. Today, they continue to connect modern collectors with the rich heritage of American coinage and the enduring legacy of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1955 USA 1-cent coin was struck primarily from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. Its sturdy bronze composition has helped many examples survive for decades, even after heavy circulation. Although dirt and natural aging may darken the surface, the coin's original structure often remains remarkably well preserved. One of the most interesting facts about the 1955 penny is that it belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat cent series, one of the most collected coin series in the United States. While millions were produced, demand remains consistently high because collectors seek different mint marks, die varieties, and condition levels. Every surviving coin contributes to the popularity of this historic series, making even ordinary examples desirable additions to growing collections. A dirty circulated 1955 penny is generally considered common, but its collectible appeal continues to increase as older coins become more difficult to find in everyday circulation. Coins with stronger details, attractive natural color, and minimal damage are especially appreciated by collectors. As interest in vintage American coins continues to rise worldwide, demand for genuine wheat cents remains positive, encouraging many enthusiasts to search for well-preserved examples regardless of surface dirt. In today's collector market, a standard 1955 USA 1-cent coin in dirty circulated condition may commonly sell for around $1 to $8, depending on its overall condition and collector demand. However, highly promoted listings and private sales sometimes advertise impressive asking prices. Some sellers may list similar coins for £245, £245, £480, £480, £725, £725, or even £995, £995, especially when attempting to attract attention. These figures are examples of advertised prices rather than guaranteed market values, and the final selling price depends on authenticity, condition, rarity, and buyer interest. For collectors hoping to build a valuable collection, it is always wise to examine the coin carefully under good lighting, avoid harsh cleaning, and store it in protective holders. Keeping the original surface intact helps preserve its authenticity and long-term appeal. Learning to identify mint marks, rare varieties, and natural aging characteristics can also improve your chances of discovering a more valuable specimen among ordinary wheat cents. The 1955 USA 1-cent coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors because it combines history, classic design, and lasting popularity. Even in dirty circulated condition, it remains an attractive collectible that represents an important era of American coinage. Whether you are just beginning your coin collecting journey or expanding an established collection, this vintage wheat cent offers both historical significance and collecting enjoyment. Thank you for watching Coach Coin Collectibles. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us for more exciting rare coin discoveries from around the world. Number 2. If an ordinary 1956 USA 1-cent coin sitting in an old coin jar could be worth much more than its face value, many collectors are now searching through old collections hoping to discover this classic Lincoln Wheat penny in attractive circulated condition. While millions of these coins were produced, certain examples with better eye appeal, original details, and unique mint characteristics continue to generate strong interest in today's collector market. Let's explore why this historic coin remains one of the most talked about pennies among coin enthusiasts. The 1956 1-cent coin was struck during an exciting period in American history when the United States experienced rapid economic growth following World War II. This coin became part of everyday commerce and was used by millions of Americans to purchase everyday goods. Because of its long circulation history, it represents an important chapter in the nation's financial heritage. Even today, collectors appreciate this coin not only for its age but also for the story it tells about mid-century America and its growing economy. On the front of the coin appears the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, whose image has appeared on the cent since 1909. His calm and dignified profile symbolizes leadership, freedom, and the preservation of the United States. Around the portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1956. Even in circulated condition, many examples still display strong details that collectors enjoy examining. Turning the coin over, the reverse features two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the national motto, E Pluribus Unum, displayed above. This famous wheat penny design has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. Its timeless appearance continues to attract collectors from around the world, making it a favorite addition to many collections. Beyond its design, the 1956 wheat penny carries meaningful cultural and historical significance. It reminds collectors of an era when 1 cent had genuine purchasing power and every coin played an important role in everyday life. These pennies passed through countless hands, making each surviving example a small piece of American history. Many families also pass them down through generations, adding sentimental value alongside their collectible appeal. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and was struck primarily from 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc. Its diameter measures 19.05 millimeters, and the smooth edge gives it the classic appearance collectors expect from traditional Lincoln Wheat cents. These reliable specifications help the coin withstand years of circulation while preserving much of its original character. Several interesting facts make the 1956 1-cent coin especially appealing. It was produced in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the Denver coins carrying the D Mint mark. While common circulated examples remain affordable, collectors actively search for sharply struck coins, brilliant original surfaces, attractive natural color, and valuable mint errors. These characteristics can significantly increase collector demand and overall desirability. A circulated 1956 1-cent coin may show light to moderate wear from years of everyday use, yet many examples still retain pleasing details that attract collectors. Coins with even wear, readable lettering, and attractive color often receive more attention than heavily damaged pieces. As interest in Lincoln Wheat Pennies continues to grow, high-quality circulated examples remain popular among both beginner and experienced collectors. In today's collector market, an ordinary circulated 1956 1-cent coin generally sells for only a modest amount in US dollars, while exceptional mint state coins or rare error varieties can reach much higher prices depending on certification, rarity, and condition. For entertainment purposes, some collectors imagine premium examples reaching impressive values of £250, £250, £475, £475, £720, £720, or even £950, £950 in an exciting collector's market. These figures represent fictional examples rather than actual market prices and are often used to illustrate how condition and rarity can dramatically influence a coin's perceived value. For anyone interested in collecting, always examine the date carefully, check for a mint mark beneath the date, and look for unusual errors, strong strikes, or original surfaces. Store your coins in protective holders, avoid harsh cleaning, and consider professional grading for pieces that appear exceptional. Preserving a coin's natural condition is often one of the best ways to maintain its collector appeal and long-term desirability. The 1956 USA 1-cent coin continues to be a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its classic wheat penny design, historical importance, dependable copper composition, and lasting popularity make it a favorite among collectors of all experience levels. Whether discovered in an inherited collection or found in an old coin album, every 1956 penny carries its own journey through history. With patience, careful observation, and a passion for collecting, this timeless coin can become a treasured part of any collection while keeping the excitement of rare coin hunting alive. Number 3. The 1947 USA 1-cent coin is one of those classic American pennies that continues to attract collectors and history lovers alike. Even when found in a rusty condition, this vintage coin can spark excitement because of its age, historical importance, and the possibility of hidden collectible value. Many people overlook old pennies sitting in jars, drawers, or inherited collections, but some examples have surprised collectors with impressive prices depending on their condition, mint mark, and overall demand. Today, we are taking a closer look at the fascinating 1947 Lincoln Wheat Cent and exploring why it remains a favorite among coin enthusiasts. The 1947 1-cent coin was produced during the post-World War II era, a time when the United States was rebuilding its economy and entering a new period of growth and prosperity. Millions of these coins circulated through everyday commerce, passing from one generation to another. Every scratch, stain, and mark on these pennies tells a story of decades spent in circulation. Because they represent an important chapter in American history, collectors continue searching for well-preserved examples as well as unusual varieties that can command impressive prices in today's coin market. On the front of the coin, collectors will find the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right. Above his portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is positioned to the left. The year 1947 is displayed clearly on the right side. This elegant design has become one of the most recognized images in American coinage and continues to symbolize honesty, unity, and freedom. Even on rusty examples, the portrait often remains visible enough to preserve the coin's historic character. The reverse side displays the classic wheat ears design that gives these pennies their popular nickname, the wheat cent. Two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, while the motto E pluribus unum appears above. The wheat ears represent America's agricultural strength and prosperity, making this design one of the most beloved in United States coin history. Collectors appreciate this reverse because it reflects a simpler era of American craftsmanship and traditional coin design. Beyond its appearance, the 1947 wheat penny carries significant cultural and historical value. It reminds collectors of a nation entering a hopeful period after the hardships of World War II. Families used these coins in everyday purchases, children saved them in piggy banks, and businesses relied on them for daily transactions. Today, owning one provides a tangible connection to American history, making it much more than just a small copper coin. The 1947 Lincoln Wheat cent has a standard weight of approximately 3.11 grams and was struck primarily from a bronze alloy consisting of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. It has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and features a plain edge. These specifications remained consistent for Lincoln Wheat cents produced during that period and help collectors identify genuine examples. One interesting fact about the 1947 penny is that while millions were produced, collectors constantly search for coins with exceptional preservation, attractive natural color, or rare minting errors. Coins displaying off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or other unusual characteristics can become especially desirable. Even coins that appear ordinary at first glance deserve careful inspection before being dismissed. A rusty condition naturally affects a coin's appearance and reduces its overall collectible grade. Rust like corrosion or environmental damage may lower its value compared to cleaner examples. However, age alone keeps many collectors interested, especially when the coin still shows readable details and original features. As interest in vintage American coins continues to grow, even lower-grade examples remain popular among beginners building affordable collections. When discussing today's collector market, values vary significantly according to condition, rarity, mint mark, and demand. A typical rusty 1947 penny may sell for only a modest amount, but exceptional examples or rare error varieties can reach remarkable prices at auctions. For entertainment purposes, some collectors imagine premium collectible examples reaching values of around £320, £475, £680, or even £950, depending on their uniqueness and market excitement. These figures represent fictional high-end examples created for discussion and should not be considered actual market prices. They simply illustrate how valuable an extraordinary collectible coin could appear in an enthusiastic collecting environment. For anyone interested in coin collecting, always examine old pennies carefully before spending or cleaning them. Cleaning a vintage coin can permanently reduce its collectible appeal. Store coins in protective holders, handle them only by their edges, and look closely for mint marks, unusual errors, or outstanding detail. Learning about grading standards and researching different varieties will help collectors better understand which coins deserve extra attention. The 1947 USA 1-cent coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors because it combines American history, timeless design, and lasting collector interest. Even in rusty condition, it serves as a reminder that every old coin carries a story waiting to be discovered. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this classic Lincoln Wheat penny remains an exciting piece of America's past and a wonderful addition to any collection. You never know when an ordinary-looking penny could become the next treasured find that everyone is searching for. Number 4. The 1944 USA 1-cent coin in rusty condition. While many collectors focus only on shiny, mint-state coins, even a well-worn and naturally aged penny from 1944 can attract attention because of its historical importance and lasting popularity. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat cent continues to be one of the most searched and collected American coins, making it an exciting topic for both beginners and experienced collectors. Stay with us until the end as we explore its story, design, collectible appeal, and the impressive values that rare examples can achieve in today's collector market. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat cent was produced during a remarkable period in American history, shortly after the special steel cents of 1943 were issued because of wartime metal shortages. In 1944, the United States Mint returned to using a copper-based alloy made largely from recycled shell casings, giving these coins an important historical connection to World War II. Millions of Americans used these pennies in everyday transactions, making them a true symbol of resilience and recovery during a significant chapter in the nation's past. Today, the coin continues to capture the interest of collectors because of its unique place in American history. Looking at the front of the coin, you will find the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" appear across the top, while the word "Liberty" is positioned on the left side. The year, 1944, is displayed on the right, representing the coin's historic date. Even when a coin has developed rust-like discoloration or environmental damage, the classic Lincoln portrait often remains recognizable, preserving much of its historical character. The reverse side proudly displays two wheat stalks surrounding the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. Across the top is the national motto, E Pluribus Unum. This famous wheat cent design remained in production for decades and is admired by collectors around the world for its traditional American appearance. Despite heavy circulation or surface aging, many 1944 wheat cents still retain enough detail to remain attractive additions to coin collections. The cultural and historical significance of the 1944 penny extends far beyond its face value. It represents an era when America was overcoming wartime challenges, and every coin carried a story of everyday life during the 1940s. Because these pennies circulated widely, they became part of countless personal stories, family memories, and historical events. Today, collectors value the 1944 wheat cent not only for its design but also for the history it preserves. The standard weight of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat cent is approximately 3.11 grams, and it was struck using a copper alloy that was reintroduced after the steel cents of the previous year. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters with a smooth edge, making it one of the most recognizable American coins ever produced. Its durable composition has allowed many examples to survive for generations, even when showing signs of age and environmental wear. One of the most interesting facts about the 1944 penny is that while billions were produced, collectors are always searching for unusual varieties, mint errors, and exceptionally preserved examples. Certain rare error coins from this year have sold for remarkable prices, increasing overall interest in the 1944 issue. Even standard coins remain highly collectible because they complete Lincoln Wheat cent collections and represent an important transition in United States coinage. A rusty condition 1944 penny is generally considered an environmentally damaged collectible rather than a perfectly preserved example. However, many collectors still enjoy owning these coins because they retain their historical appeal. Natural aging, discoloration, and circulation marks often tell the story of decades of use. As collector demand for wheat cents continues to remain strong, even lower condition examples can find interested buyers, especially when they have clear dates and attractive overall detail. In today's collector market, some sellers promote exceptional or unusual 1944 pennies with asking prices reaching impressive levels. As an example for collector discussion, a rare 1944 Lincoln Wheat cent may be advertised for around $420, which is approximately 330 pounds, while another attractive collectible example may appear with a listed value near $680, or about 535 pounds. These figures represent promotional collector prices for selected coins rather than guaranteed selling prices, and actual market values depend on rarity, authenticity, mint mark, condition, and collector demand. If you are thinking about collecting 1944 Lincoln Wheat cents, always examine the date carefully, check for the mint mark, and inspect the coin for unusual features or striking errors. Avoid cleaning the coin, as original surfaces are generally preferred by collectors. Store your pennies in protective holders to prevent further environmental damage and preserve their appearance for years to come. Building knowledge about different varieties can greatly improve your collecting experience and help you recognize interesting discoveries. The 1944 USA 1 cent coin remains one of the most beloved wheat cents in American numismatics. Even in rusty condition, it carries decades of history, a classic design, and enduring collector appeal. Whether you own one as a family keepsake or discover one in an old coin collection, it represents an important piece of American heritage. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy learning about valuable and historic coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us again for more exciting coin discoveries.